maximum effort.
Alright, we have in my possession, I think it's a 2016 Yamaha Grizzley 700. It is in really rough condition, so it's not my bike. We're just going to see if we get it going. The frame's heavily rusted, so who knows? All we're going to try and do, if it's going to run. If it runs, I'll make it spend some money on it, get in a new frame. But it's a good one is this. It's toast. Anyway, we're going to have a crack at getting it going. And we'll just see, I would say, straight up fuel pump. It's going to be knackered, but as long as we've got compression, we've got spark, we should have as long as we've got those two things, the rest of it should be pretty easy. I actually think I might buy a little pressure pump for my little mobile fuel delivery system that I use for the bikes, just so we actually got pressure. So, but anyway, first things first. Let's take the spark plug out, put some PVC blaster down there, apply some power to the battery via this. See if the starter motor works. See if she turns over. Then we'll do a compression test, spark test, and we'll be able to know what the GGOs pull that fuel pump out. But I'm pretty well saying she's like that. She's already knackered. It's what it's missing, who goddamn knows. I know it's missing a radiator cap already. Looks like they've got wiring, homemade wiring, so who knows where that goes. There's the earth, there's power, there's a solenoid down there. So I think our first two things is hooking power up. Let's see if we actually got dash lights up, and let's pull the spark plug out, and let's see if we can. Because I just want to do it before we turn it over. Just throw some oil down the cylinder. How long this has been sitting like this is who knows, but the state of it, man, my God. So, but anyway, that'll give Chris enough. If we got no compression, then I'm telling Chris just dump the bike or part it out or whatever else to do with it. If we've got compression and we've got spark, we should be able to fire this thing up. But compression is going to be a big one because it's all unknown. All right, let's get into it. Battery hooked up. All right. I cleaned up our solenoid. So now we have power going to it now. It's a bit crusty. Now, I did do a quick jumper. Because at the moment we got here's our dash. Looking good. But when I push the start button, error code. So, but we do have, I can shift in the high, low. I'm not quite sure what that top button is. But still out of fuel, but we've got an error code now. So We'll do some research. So the test to see if my starting solenoid is working is I put the test is I put that on one side, that on the other. So I should have 12.46, and if I hit that starter motor, I should get 0 on my multimeter, which I don't. So it's not clicking over. So that's positive, negative, and what that should do is at the moment it's negative because there's no power going to it. So the idea is that when I apply power and it goes from here into here, I should get 0 on my multimeter, which I don't. So that tells me that's knackered. So we need to order one of them. All right, we're gonna do a compression test. So we want at least 100 at a minimum. I think when you start getting under 100, you start having problems. So I think kick things over. Now it might have an auto check as well, so don't an auto decompression being at 700, it might be that. So anyway, we'll just see what we got, eh? While I'm here, I'm going to see if our little spark plug has got spark. We have spark. Right. So we're about 82 psi. So the standard is, and does have an automatic decompression pin in the camshaft. So its minimum is 52, its maximum is 72. So I'm a slightly higher by about 9 psi, which might mean my decompression lever, it means the engine is healthy. In a nutshell, the engine is healthy. It might mean you might have carbon buildup on the piston top, and or that my decompression lever or pin is stuck a little bit. So, but that's, other than that, that's what they're saying to me. The spec sheet is it's healthy, so it's worth pursuing on this engine, this motorbike. So it still needs a frame, and that's going to be really, really hard to find. But it's got spark, which means if I get it fuel, it should fire. I might buy a little pump tomorrow, and set up a little jig, and while we get a new fuel pump for that, because that fuel pump's going to be knackered. So, but I actually should pull the sucker out and actually get it out, maybe clean it a bit, maybe get it going. I don't think so. Every fuel pump I've had that's come out of where it's come out of stale fuel, out of tanks and stuff, are knackered. So this will be no different, but you never know. Well, that's the intake. Oh my fucking God. I don't think see that I winded it over. Fuck. God, look, it's fucked.
All right, welcome to the death trap that we think's about to burn. Or go up in flames.
All right, so...
And this is recorded by yours truly, Usher, who was dragged out of bed for this.
All right, so we had a little setup here, which is okay, it's working. But it wouldn't fire over. So I've just sort of taken the air cleaner off and we're going to shoot straight down the gurgler. And you can see that if you look down there, you can just see that throttle body there a bit. So if it fires, I'm saying our injections, our everything through here to the fuel tank needs replacing or needs to be cleaned and thoroughly because we're not getting fuel to our injectors. That's what I believe. So as dodgy as this is going to be, we'll wait and see.
There it is.
We're lighting up here. So yeah, I think we got to get popped. Booyah.
It smells like shit.
Oh my God, yeah, but I stuck oil down the cylinder,
Yeah,
so that's what's coming out of it. Anyway, so I think we have a fuel problem, so we need to get fuel to here into the injector, because at the moment we got no boom boom. Now I've got to test if the injector is opening and closing, but that's our next move, is fuel. We know it fires. So there you go, Chris. It needs a lot of work, my man. I'm saying, I mean, the rusted frame's a pain in the ass. That's just crazy, the amount of rust in this thing. But I'm saying new fuel lines, new injector. Well, the fuel line, I think it's broken. Because when I try to undo it, it broke itself off. So it just snapped, so it's just sitting in the sun. So that's going to have to be replaced. New fuel pump. And we've got to try and make sure our injector is opening and closing, giving pulses out. But she actually
wants to go.
She wants to go. She just needs a bit more love than what she's got.
All right.
All right, that's enough.